I forgot the name too.
Pizzazz or Bizzazz?
Pizzazz.
It sounded like he said pizzazz.
It's supposed to be bee's ass or whatever.
You know what? I fucking knew that was gonna happen.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Shitty Cowboys. Hey, cowboy. What happened last? I almost pluralized it again. What happened last time?
That's a good start. Well, last time we set out to find my bear boy, as yet unnamed, but the fruit of my loins, born from a bear's egg up in the mountains there. He has been born without my knowledge about 20 some odd years ago, has wandered down from the mountains into the realms of man, where he has learned to speak the words jambalaya, daddy, daddy jambalaya. Some posse of fellers found him, brought him to ICU point while we were detained up at Copper Reach for the murder we didn't do. We came back, found the note, got real drunk, and then we 96'd, and then we went out to look for the boy. We said he was at, what is it now, Blue Sticks Ranch?
Right, yep. On
the way to Blue Sticks Ranch, we was accosted by what we at first perceived to be a little human girl. And she was saying, oh, my mama, she's in a cabin, done fell in on her, and she's dying, and you need to come help us, and all this good shit. So we said, yeah, because we're nice fellers. Then my spidey sense tangled, and I realized that she was not, in fact, a little human girl. She was a halfling in her early 20s, and she was fixing to do us a wrong out there in these ruined cabins. So cast web on her. Sean detained her by stabbing her real good in the knee. We cast fairy fire. I jumped through a window, narrowly avoiding a spike trap, and then we shot some cow, bull, sheep people.
Horse. There was a horse too.
And a horse as well. Well, there you go. About sells it. And then the halfling lady, she said that she, in exchange for her life, she would guide us to what's his name now? Cowboy? I can't remember.
Man Cow the Cowboy, I think. Or Man Cow the Cowboy. Yeah, one of those.
In any case, there's something like that anyway. He's a real mean hombre out there in the wilds doing all kinds of banditry. We said, yeah, all right then. But in the meantime, I'm going to go meet my boy. So off we went to Blue Sticks Ranch to go track down my bear boy. Yep. And then we knocked on the door there, and that was where we was left cliffhanging.
Yeah, I believe the door was opening. I completely, until you just did that recap, completely forgot that you guys still have that little halfling.
Oh, yeah, she's tied up on the back of Ubo.
Yeah.
Also, we covered in blood and guts and dirt and such.
Yeah.
Even though it came out in our Sunday best.
Yeah. Completely forgot about that. So I'll have to remember she's there just tied up hanging out with you guys. All right, yeah. When you knock on this door and just a few moments go by, and then you start to hear footsteps on the other end, and the door swings open, and you see it standing there, starting at the feet. It's got some nice looking cowboy boots with some spurs on them. Going up some denim blue jeans. I believe we've established that blue jeans are in this world.
Absolutely.
At least maybe after the spirit of the Untamed West got loose and Wild Westified everything. Goes up. It's got a nice big flashy belt buckle that has a turkey on it. And inside of those blue jeans and that turkey belt buckle, tucked in as a...
wait. Where are you going with this?
It's a bright blue flannel shirt.
Okay.
That is on top of this pretty large, probably you would sum him up to be maybe like a 500-pound turtle man wearing the biggest goddamn cowboy hat you've ever seen in your life. He sticks his hand down and says, hello?
Well, good morning there, sir. My name is Jambalaya Pendergrass. I believe you might have word of where I could find my son. do you recall? From up at I see your point there.
Oh, you must be Jambalaya.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
And he's still got his hand out. And Jake,
Jambalaya shakes it.
who
Mighty pleased to make your acquaintance. This is my partner in life and on the trail, Sean Marston.
are you
Sean Marston. Sir, I can't speak today.
Howdy.
And who is that? He's pointing at the halfling.
Oh, that's a miscreant we apprehended from the outskirts of your property this morning. There was a fixing to ambush passersby. We reckoned without the mighty quick draw and quick wits of Jambalaya Pendergrass Wilderness Ranger and his associate and lover, Sean Marston.
The way you intro Sean gets longer every episode.
And lover.
His face is starting to spread into a smile. He will lean over his shoulder and be like, Tara! And then you'll hear some more footsteps coming down, and you'll see. I mean, it looks like these two could be brother and sister. I don't know how distinguished turtles can look from each other, but you see another large turtle female come down, dressed identical to this guy. And he said, "This is Jambalaya and Sean Marston and a miscreant. It's the Bear Boy's daddy." And then she comes up and shakes your hand. "Well, nice to meet ya. My name's Heir." Bruh.
That was awful rude of me. Sorry, Tara. I didn't realize you weren't done speaking.
Me neither.
You must beg my pardon. I'm a very rough and tumble wilderness ranger.
I think by now it's probably like, I think it's probably like 2 in
Fucking
the
4
afternoon.
o'clock in the afternoon by the time it's to complete this conversation.
Yeah, it's not super late. But even so, it is only like 3-4 in the afternoon. You know cowboy lifestyle. It is, up at 4 a.m. getting all of your chores done, and then
96 and by 6 in the evening.
96 and by 6. That's a good. Well, I don't know if we can use 96 and 2 episode titles back to back.
Probably
but
not back to back. Unlike a 96, which is definitely back to
You
back.
could.
96 and by 6. I like that. Yeah. Even though it is relatively early in the evening, Tara will say, "I've got dinner on the oven. Y'all want to join us?"
Absolutely. What we having? A slow roast?
The slowest roast you ever seen.
That's the way to do it, low and slow.
Come on in. What about the miscreant?
Oh, well, she could just stay there, I think. Teach her a lesson.
So she's on one of the horses, right? Like, I thought she was like tied
You
up.
see you know Red Dead, like when you hog tie somebody and sling them over the back of the horse.
Yeah, that's how I've been
What?
picturing her.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they welcome you in, and inside it is very stereotypical cowboy western homestead. There's like bull heads on. Would they put bull heads on the wall of a cowboy?
I've seen like horns and stuff up on mountains for sure.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
maybe not an entire bull head, but like horns and shit
Yeah,
for sure.
Well, there's stuff like that. There's like horseshoes hanging up on the wall. It's a lot of wood. lot of
Hide.
Yeah, a lot of hide, a lot of hide blankets. They lead you guys to the kitchen. Go on and have a seat. And it's a really big table. It's a bigger table than with just these two turtles would need. But there's enough chairs for everybody. There's 6 chairs. So you're the bear boy's daddy.
That's right.
She goes
So
up
I've told.
He goes up and starts stirring some soup. Yeah, we was on holiday down there in the Whisper Wood. The Weird Whisper Wood, some call it.
That's right.
And we went to caving. And we found just the cutest dang bear boy you ever seen. You got a name for him yet, so we don't have to keep calling him Bear Boy?
Well, I thought I'd pass on the family tradition and call him Gumbo after my daddy.
Your daddy's name was Gumbo?
That's right.
Okay, and you're Jambalaya.
That's right. His daddy's name was Crawdaddy.
Sorry, didn't mean to laugh.
That's all right.
Well,
I'm used to it by now.
You're probably wondering where your boy is, Gumbo.
I was a little bit curious about that, yeah.
Well, he's a big boy.
You
And
should see his mama.
that was a lot of mouth to feed, so he wanted to contribute and he wanted to get a job.
Well, I'm mighty proud. Mighty proud of old Gumbo, although he doesn't know that's his name yet.
I mean, we just kept calling him Bear Boy, and he was okay with that.
Well, that was accurate.
He would just say, Jambalaya, Daddy. And he just said that over and over.
Yeah. That's going to be fun.
Well, we got cousins up at Griffin's butt.
Oh,
Huh.
I know it well.
That's what we call it. Griffin's butte.
Yeah, people will tell you say butte, but I always prefer to explore a good old-fashioned butt, personally.
And we were able to pull a bit of nepotism and got your boy a job at their gift shop.
Okay. What an unlikely series of events, but I guess I'll just take your word for that. That's mighty kind of you.
Well, unfortunately, it's quite a ride to the butt. But you all are fine to stay the night here if you'd like. Enjoy some slowest roast. Some
Slow as fuck.
and some
Ugh.
bread and some water.
Well, that's mighty hospitable of you.
Beer.
Oh, sorry. Pardon me again. I thought you'd done. No, yeah, beer would be great. Yeah, I would very much like a beer.
Gonna need it for this night.
I think so. Don't hurry yourself on my account now.
Jake will start getting to his feet real slowly. I'll get the beers. And he goes over to this ice box they've got in the corner. Opens it up. Pulls out 4 beers. and kind of waddles back over to the. You hear his spurs clinking every step of the way. I should probably take these off now. He'll set the beers down in front of me, and then he'll sit and start taking his spurs off his feet. So, since we got some time to kill, how do you two boys know each other?
That is a really good question.
Yeah, have we
You
ever?
know what? Holy shit. I thought that was going to be like a
We've
softball RP
never
question.
discussed that.
We've never discussed how you two fucking met, have we?
Not once, no.
We literally just started this whole campaign.
Oh, you
guys are
can't
just
do that.
Cowboy boy.
Yeah, you can't just drop that on
I
us without
didn't even
warning.
think about it. I thought it was just going to be like a nice, easy.
That is
I
not
was
a softball. That's the hardest of balls.
I was thinking of it like, how do you guys currently know each other? I wasn't thinking about how did you guys meet, but then as soon as I said it, I was like, how did you fucking meet?
Don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna have to think about that some, I think.
Yeah, shit, that could even be like a
Can't do
prequel.
that story justice off the cuff.
Right. That could be like a prequel episode or something. That could be fun. Yeah. But just
I
in the
wish I
grand
knew how to quit
scheme,
you.
in the grand scheme, like how do you two? What's your relationship?
Well, it's intensely physical usually, but no, we as trail partners. We ride together and ride each other, and then we take bounty work sometimes. But generally, I'm a wilderness ranger by trade. I stay out in the wilds. We live up in I see your point on the very edge of Weird Whisper Woods. It was rather unfortunate that we was away when you came by. But at the time, we'd just been accused of a murder and had to go defend ourselves.
His face is like so intently following this story. He'll turn to his wife. Tara, you hear that? They were arrested and falsely accused, and they're bounty hunter. These two have some stories, Tara.
Oh yeah.
That's why I keep saying we need to holiday more, Tara.
We should hit him with some horse stimulant.
This is gonna be the longest episode with the fewest dialogue.
I was just thinking that I really regret not, maybe trying to learn a thing or two from a wizard just so I could cast haste on these fellas. Speed things up a little.
I do have my
yeah.
notes. Yeah, I got my notes. Jake and Tara. Tortles that talk slow. Annoyingly slow. ... annoyingly slow.
Yeah, well, you ever tried one of these? Let me just go get these from the saddlebag there.
What are these?
Now, this is what we give to the horses when they need a little pep in their step there. And sometimes, when you need to parse information real fast, you don't have time to just slowly just listen to one word every 5 seconds. Kind of annoying to listen to on a podcast. So maybe if you just have some of these here horse drugs, you get a little pep in your step there. How do you feel about that?
His face lights up again. Oh.
They never killed my horse.
I know what you're talking about. 1 second. And he'll slowly stand up and start to walk off to a room off to the side. And you'll hear what sounds like a medicine cabinet open, and he's like going through like pill bottles and shit. And he'll come back a couple of seconds later. Now that's gonna take about 5 minutes to kick in, but don't you worry. Those are my love-making drugs.
Whoa.
They
whoa.
also
Now, don't get the wrong idea now.
make me talk faster.
I bet. Did you just keep your thing in your shell there, mister?
I don't know if turtles have things. I don't know the biology of a turtle.
I'm fairly sure that they do.
I didn't know if it was a cloaca situation.
I think
or
maybe
something
I don't
down
know.
there.
In any case, what would a bipedal turtle man have? Would he have a big old donger or would he have a cloaca? Who knows? You're the DM. You tell me.
Well, I can tell you it's starting to kick in now. You look down
Okay.
here. Yep.
Well, you just
It's a ding
you
dong down there, I
just
guess.
you just stand back now. You'll have somebody's eye out with that thing.
Oh,
Oh
God.
god, Danny said in chat, I know the answer to the turtle part.
Who said that?
Danny. Oh god, I was hoping we
I
got
do
away
know
with
that males have concave undersides so they can mount the female because obviously they got a shell there. So if it was flat, they just slide off. So they have to. This is for serious now.
Oh yeah,
They
his,
have,
bel-
the
oh, his
male
belly
turtles.
is.
Yeah, well, it curves inwards.
Yeah, it's an any belly.
You ain't got any belly. Well, that's how the turtles do.
All right, is this better now?
That much better.
Okay, well, unfortunately, it lasts about 30 seconds. I'm just pulling your leg. It's gonna last all
Well, you
night.
must be very
Unfortunately,
popular with your wife.
it's very unfortunate how long this actually lasts. However, yeah, I mean, those are some really interesting stories you got. I mean, shoot, us going down to the cave to do some spelunking, that was the most adventure we got outside of the farm in what, 5-10 years now. But
Well,
I
it's
mean,
Full-time job running a farm,
it is.
especially one as large as this.
We lost 6 cows when we went down on that vacation, but you know what? It was worth it finding gumbo there. We should have probably hired someone to come take care of the farm while we were gone for
I was going to say,
days.
it's just the two of you and all this land.
Yeah, it's just the two of us. We don't got no farm hands. We get around. I usually take my love-making medicine and then go do all my chores and just like it puts pep in my step. I'm a lot faster then. Otherwise, it'd take me, a week to do a day's chores.
Y'all ever think of just hiring some hands to help?
Wait, you two looking for jobs?
Well, not us specifically, but I just mean you probably have a higher quality of life
Oh my
managing all
goodness.
this here land and cows.
We should have hired Gumbo.
Well, I mean, yeah, maybe.
What were we
I
thinking?
can't really judge his character or anything about
You're
him. I
his
ain't
dad.
laid eyes on him. Well, I know. Well, I didn't know he existed until I saw the note on the cabin, and I see your point there.
His face lights up again. Oh, you ain't ever seen him.
I ain't never seen him, met him, had nothing to do with him except read the letters he wrote on my door. Jambalaya, daddy, daddy, jambalaya.
Oh, well, he starts reaching in the back of his shell, and he pulls out this. This is my wallet. It's a new thing I'm trying to make happen. It's made out of cow. It's leather, and
All right, I follow.
I put gold in it. It doesn't seem like the most convenient way to carry gold, but I carry my gold.
Everybody
in.
knows you carry gold in your sock.
Right, yeah. Well, I'm trying to change that. But I also put pictures in here. You ever seen a picture, Jambalaya or Sean Marston?
Yeah, I've seen pictures before. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
What kind
I
of
mean, they're
question's
not.
that?
Don't act like they're not, like, pretty recent. The flashbulb.
What pictures? People have been drawing on cave walls for thousands
No,
of years,
this is
man.
a flashbulb photography picture.
What in the god dang is a flashbulb photographer?
I'm about to blow both of your minds, and he shows you a picture of both of them standing there. In between them is this like 8 foot tall Bear Boy, it's Sean Marston. It looks like somebody took a picture of jambalay's head and smacked it on this bear. The bear's actually having to like lean into the frame to I call him Gumbo is like leaning into the frame to like be in the picture.
I'm gonna pass out at the sight.
Like just
It's black and white, by the way.
huge manly tears are just streaming down Gumbolay's face. Like, he's so goddamn handsome.
And big, right? Look at this guy.
Look at that brawny boy. Look how hairy he is.
I can't wait to 96 that.
My boy. We ain't doing that with my boy. But anyway, you's passed out.
It's his dream. He was dreaming.
You're like hugging a big old rug. That's my boy, all right. He's got his mother's eyes.
Father's body.
That's I recognize them hands anywhere. There's my hands, working hands, callous man's hands, taloned bear hands.
Straight up bear claws and bear hand. Yeah, we got this taken on our way back. We had a stop in West Hollow Inn, and there's a little gnome, something, rust gear or something. She had this fancy looking camera, so we thought, oh, family portrait for the old wallet. See, the wallet's gonna catch on. It's gonna retire me from this farm. I don't have to take care of these dang cows anymore.
It's a good idea. I just don't know why it has to be like 2 feet square.
Well, because pictures are pretty big.
Yeah, I mean, you can get more gold in there, but that's gonna be, it's real heavy. I gotta say, I just put all mine in my sock.
Yeah, I think the thing is, I thought it was okay because I didn't realize not everybody has a shell.
That is definitely a consideration.
Like
there.
where here, you hold this. Where would you put it on you right now? Should we wake up your friend?
Nah, he'll be fine.
Should we
You all right down there, Sean? Yeah, he's fine. In fact, you know what? I think we can. What I'd do is I'd probably use it as like an emergency blanket.
Oh,
We'll
my
just
wall?
drape that over him there.
Well, I mean, that's got my gold in it.
Oh yeah, well, I suppose. You ever partaken in the delights of a 96?
But yeah, when I take my love making medicine.
Now imagine if you was on your own and your dear lady wife was away, maybe you could just Dutch oven yourself and give yourself a good old fashioned 96 underneath your wallet. What's this?
I don't think that's the branding I'm quite looking for.
Why? You find something shameful about a 96?
Well, I just don't want it to be a sexual thing. And
Well,
I'm
ain't
planning
nothing
on
sexual
making
about
it
96 unless you
smaller.
make it sexual. It could just be about two fellers exploring the good times of having a nice warm neck.
Or one fella with his wallet.
Or one fella with his wallet. Exactly. You kind of find yourself sleeping out rough like we did last night. Would have been glad of a large leather case in which to Dutch oven oneself.
Tara will look over her shoulder. Dinner's gonna be ready in 1 hour. She doesn't really take the medicine, so we're gonna have to deal with that. I mean, you two.
All right.
Hit her with the stem.
she probably won't talk a lot.
What a relief. Well, let me see if I got any spells that can help with this. No.
No.
No, not at all.
Oh shit.
We could just we'll fast track at least an hour.
Let's
and
just
get-
imagine we was just having small talk for about an hour.
Sean Morrison will eventually wake up from his fainting spell, and dinner will be done. And it is exactly like I said: beer, water, slowest roast, and bread. Just everybody gets a lump of bread.
What a fine lump of bread. Thank you very much.
That took so long for her to make it. And it is my favorite. And as he's saying that, he's like looking at you too, and like, bust your teeth right now. Don't
What, the bread?
Yeah, the bread's really good. Yeah, yeah.
This is some good bread.
Don't you eat it. Bust your teeth.
I heard you. I ain't trying to hurt her feelings or nothing.
Okay. Well,
I'm pretty full.
you guys want to try the bread?
Well, sure.
All right.
How bad could it be?
Let's just do a
I jumped through a window into a spike trap I knew was there. I'll eat some bread.
I'm gonna accidentally drop mine.
You'll see a dog with a cowboy hat comes out of nowhere and snatches it up and runs away. Oh, that's Rufus. Yeah, he does that sometimes.
Good old-fashioned smell hound.
We don't know where he came
Good
from,
boy.
but now he just eats anything that hits the floor. It's like magic, kinda.
It's kind of impressive.
You were about to try the bread, jambalaya?
Sure was. Don't it look delicious?
I don't think you're gonna have to roll anything, but I will say that it is like I'm trying to think of a good like what it would be like trying to eat. It's like biting into one of those giant weird ass jawbreakers that you have to eat it for like hours and hours to get to it. It's like honestly, it's kind of inedible. Like you literally can't get through it. And you notice that she doesn't have a piece on her plate. Yeah, Jake just loves my bread. I can't stomach it, but he just gobbles it. Spit it in the cowboy hat.
Delicious. For the benefit of the podcast, yeah, John Blair just takes his hat off as if he's sort of paying respects, and then surreptitiously spits the bread into his hat and then wafts it behind his shoulder.
Now, luckily, the roast is very fucking good, as are the beers
tender.
and the water. Yeah. But you don't think she's quite cracked how to make some fucking bread yet. Well, I don't know about you all, but I'm ready to hit the hay. It's like 5:30, 6 o'clock in the evening. So if you want, we got a couple guest rooms. You guys can each grab your own room or however you want to do that. I gotta go before this medicine wears off, but I'll see you boys in the morning. Actually, you know what? Yeah, we can talk over breakfast before you all head up. There are a couple things I'll need to let you guys know about before you head to the butt.
Do you think that's what Tortle's making love sounds like?
Well, that's what you hear all night from your guys' rooms. Speaking of, there are multiple rooms, but I'm guessing you guys are probably gonna be bunking together. Do you
Yes.
want
Yeah, absolutely.
horses? Anything you guys want to do with the horses? I know we.
Oh,
sorta
shit. Yeah,
hopped-
well, I suppose we better put that miscreant in the other room. We keep it. I won't leave her outside all night. That'd be unnecessarily cruel.
Yeah, I mean, you can go out there. She's still there. Tied up, like she can't get out of those.
All
knots.
right. How would you like some bread? I bet you're hungry.
Yeah.
Oh my god, thank you. I haven't eaten. Literally, I think you think like I was just, some no good doer, but Honestly, it's because I have so little. I can never afford food, so I look for jobs wherever I can get it. And now I haven't eaten in 2 days. So, bread, yes, please.
Actually, do you know what? Don't eat the bread. Let's get you a bowl of stew and slow roast.
Slow stressed.
But I ain't, we're
Yeah,
gonna
I
keep
feel
an eye
bad
on
now.
you. Don't think you getting off scot-free now. We still got a job for you.
Of course.
So I'm going to tie your hands now. I'm going to leave your legs tied so you ain't running, but y'all tie your hands.
Okay. And then is she gonna go into just a different room, or after she eats, is she getting tied back up and then thrown in like a bed?
Yeah, I think after she eats, like, then we'll just spend a bit of time making sure that room's secure so she can't like just bust
Okay.
out.
Yeah.
But no, I won't tie her up again.
Yeah, that'll be fine. I think you guys would be able to find a room that is like one of those interior rooms that actually doesn't have a window. So you could just, put a fucking chair outside the door or something. And you think that, worst
Sure.
case, it would wake you guys up if you try to get out.
Well, I think to be honest, like, what's her incentive to run, really? Like, she's going to get fed and sleep in her bed for the first time in God knows how long.
And honestly, if she gets caught by Man Cow the
Yeah,
cowboy,
she's going to be worse off.
Yeah, she'd rather you guys kill Man Cow, honestly.
Yeah.
And I did look up my notes. It is Man Cow the cowboy.
Cool.
I forget
But
what
yeah,
all
that
we
makes
were spitballing.
sense to me because I don't want to be unnecessarily cruel. She's learned a lesson. Don't fuck with us. we're serious. But yeah, in all seriousness, I don't see any reason why she would fuck us over. But just in case,
I stabbed her in the knee too.
Oh yeah, she's not going anywhere. She literally
she's-
dropped to 0 HP, but
yeah, that's
Sean
true. You
stabbed her
retconned it to be
non-lethally.
non-lethally.
Yeah.
He deliberately missed all the arteries. It was just a biomechanical injury.
Well, he did it. Found out how low of health she was, and he immediately regretted it. He was like, "Well, I didn't really want to kill her."
Didn't want to do that. Yeah.
So then, per D&D rules, as long as it's a melee attack, you can do it non-lethally. So somehow, with a knife, you can just bleed him out enough to knock him out.
Whoops.
But yeah.
In any case, yeah.
We'll just. I think all of our listeners by now have in their mind what exactly the night's gonna be like. For you two, some 96ing, spooning in the bed, waking up bright and early, and Shirley, and Jake will come and knock on your door. It's like 4:30 a.m. It's 4:30 in the morning. You all ready for breakfast?
I barely even digested my bread, but yeah, sure. As long as it ain't toast, I shudder to think.
No, you get out to the back to the kitchen, and it's eggs, bacon, and that's it. I think that's the cowboy
That'll
breakfast.
do.
Yep, eggs and bacon. And it's all already cooked, so you think that they've been up for quite some time now. So
Sorry to lie in so long.
yeah, I didn't think y'all would ever wake up.
We had a rough night last night, sleeping out in the rain.
2 nights ago.
Yeah.
I was hoping you didn't sleep outside last night.
Well, no, you knew what I meant. I'm still tired. You got any coffee?
We do. And he goes over to that ice cooler and pulls out a jug. Fresh,
Cold press.
cold
Wow.
coffee.
Wow. Ambassador, you are spoiling us.
Do you want me to boil it?
Oh, God. You know what? I'll take it cold. That'll be nice.
Just so we don't have to
That's
talk as
refreshing.
much. Yeah, he'll pour you guys both some coffee, and I think that's the first time you guys have mentioned coffee before, but apparently that's also a thing in this universe. He will also mention.
Ain't nothing more cowboy than coffee.
Yeah.
Except maybe beans.
I mean, and coffee are beans, right? I mean, so.
Exactly. Just different kind.
So I did want to warn you all while you're heading up north. You'll be able to find Griffin's Butte really easy. It's almost straight north from here. But I will warn you.
Oh, God, I shouldn't have done that.
Like Butte.
That was the joke I was going for.
You're gonna give us another cliffhanger, aren't you? Again.
I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh, Lord.
Well, up north, on our way up, we saw some weird glowing blue mushrooms. Wasn't too big of a deal. On our way back south, they had multiplied. And it was pretty tricky traversing them. Now, when you all go, it's been about 3 days since then. So if they multiplied as fast as they did in that 6-hour window, you may not be able to traverse them. I don't know. Just a heads up.
Well, fair enough. I ain't never been beaten by no mushroom before. I don't aim to start now. Especially not when I'm gonna be reunited with my boy. My
He'll
little
say-
boy.
He'll say 1 second, and he'll go back in that room with the messing cabinet, come back out. All right, yeah, I'm just gonna have to do this again anyway. I got chores, so I'll have to run around and get, but I just figured, I know you all are antsy to go get to your boy, so I wanted to make sure I could chat fast with you. Yeah, I don't know if Gumbo's gonna recognize you or not. I mean,
I think he'll recognize my scent.
he looked at us and it seemed like he was calling us Jambalaya Daddy. So I don't know if he's just kind of trying to. Obviously you're his dad. You saw the picture. I won't bring it out again. I don't want you to faint again, Sean Marston. But it was.
It's all right. Just had a sudden rush of blood to the head.
There's 2 of them.
I won't say which head.
Oh.
Anyhow.
So, I don't know how you're going to want to play it off, but he's going to be
I'm
working.
just pretty sure he's going to just know.
He's going to be working at Griffin's Butte Boutique. They sell all kinds of knickknacks and baubles,
Paddywhacks and
paddywhacks,
bones for dogs.
bones for dogs. How did you know they got bones for dogs?
Well, generally when a place sells knickknacks and paddywhacks, you can give a dog a bone. And then an old man goes rolling home. It's a sad state of affairs.
Son of a bitch.
Old folks can't walk straight, and it's a very steep slope up to the butte there. So sometimes old men go rolling home. Sad story. We was up there not too long ago, having the spirit of the Untamed West penetrate our throats and go inside us.
I forgot.
And,
yes.
There weren't all that souvenir stores there though at the time.
Right, there wasn't, and I'm trying to think. timeline-wise, how long ago that was?
Probably like a week.
Well,
Nah,
no,
it
because
was
I mean, you
longer
guys
than
hadn't
that.
built your house or anything yet.
Nah, it was, I don't know, wow.
Couple of months at least, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, this entire kind of kitschy tourist trap kind of popped up ever since then. So it's probably gonna
Bless
be a
you.
little bit different than the last time
Bless
that
you.
you guys were there.
Thank you.
Yes, bless you.
Who runs that place up there?
Well, I can tell you that my cousin Jimothy works up there,
Jimothy, all right.
but I don't know who his boss is. He's kind of HR. He does all the hiring processes. I couldn't tell you who his boss is though. But Jimothy is a goblin, so you'll know him when you see him. It's
Sure, you'll be the goblin.
a cousin by marriage. Can you have cousins by marriage? Yes, I think so.
Well, I mean, maybe if say your daddy's brother married a lady who had
Second cousin.
her own children
Second
prior,
cousin.
but they weren't blood related, then maybe they would be cousins by marriage.
Third cousin.
I don't know how it all works. It's all
It's
bullshit
my-
anyway.
it's my-
If you ain't
it's
blood
my
kin, you can
cousin.
still have sex with them, I suppose. If that's how you want to work it. I don't
Yeah.
know what you turtles do. Anyhow, you are fucking your cousin in the butt there, and sorry, the butte. Then that's your business, nothing to do with me.
Well, I have never fucked my cousin. Just
In the butte or otherwise.
nowhere in West Hollow.
Well, what goes on outside of West Holler is another matter, but that's between you and your cousin. It's none of my business, as I said. Yeah. Well, I didn't mean to make no. I didn't mean to make no big deal about it. You know, that's your story, and you can do what you like. Just leave my boy out of it, if you don't mind.
Yeah, well, I'm stuffed. I've got to get to milking the cows, mending the fences,
Yeah.
milking the goats, churning
I
the
mean,
butter.
I gotta say, I do find it mighty suspicious you take your sex medicine right out before you go handling a bunch of animals. But that, again,
It's
that's
not.
that's between you and your conscience,
It's
mister.
more of a adrenaline boost than just.
Yeah.
It's not a sexual.
Yeah.
Please not make that a sexual thing, because this might be a reoccurring character. I don't
Sure.
want him to be an
All
animal
right. Well, you
sexter.
keep telling yourself whatever you need to get through the day, mister. But yeah, anyhow, thanks for the heads up about the butt and the mushrooms.
You
and
want
what
some
have you.
eggs to go, and I don't know how you could carry loose eggs. Maybe just some bacon.
Are they turtle eggs?
Are you turtle eggs? Mm-hmm. It's chicken. Why would you think? You think I'm laying eggs and then eat my own
Well,
eggs?
I don't know. You telling us stories about how you going off fucking your cousin. I don't.
I've
you tell
never
me.
said. You know what? I'm starting to regret how hospitable Kara and I were to you two. You two have accused me of some quite dirty things. Just because I took my love-making medicine so I could talk with you faster. So if you don't mind, I think it's best you two go find your boy.
All right. Well, you don't need to take it so personal. I mean, come on. Oh, I ain't
Take
passing
it
judgment
personal
or
that you
nothing.
keep calling me a cousin.
Well, what you get up to with your unmarried, unlicensed,
Nothing.
whatever the hell
Nothing.
it is?
I'm gonna go
Well,
milk a cow.
all right.
I'm gonna go milk
Okay.
a cow.
All right. Well, just make sure you use both hands. Don't want to
No,
keep
I
that
use-
other one occupied doing something
No,
else.
I
now.
use my feet.
Okay.
I don't know if that's better or worse. Anyhow, I'll let you do your job. You're the expert there. God dang, we gotta get out of here, Sean.
Let's
Some
run.
fucked up people. Hey, Missy, come on. Mount up. You don't want to be staying here.
Yeah, everyone jump on the. Those people are freaking weird.
The fuck?
Did you
They're
hear them
insane.
all night?
I felt
Sounded like
it
two
sounded
glass
like
bottles clinking
two
together.
bottles clanking together there
All night.
all night.
Until 4 o'clock when I started to smell bacon. I don't think they
And then they
sleep.
fed us turtle eggs.
I think they're vampire turtles.
I don't know what they is, except I think they're involved in all kinds of sexual shenanigans you
Something
don't want
weird's
to know
going
about.
on. I think they're really horny turtles.
I'm just glad my boy's not here.
Oh my goodness, he was with them for so long.
I don't know what they did to him, but if I find out they did something bad, I'm coming back here.
Oh man, so good night.
Oh, it was adorable children. That's
Perfect timing.
just to watch the taste of that out of your mouth is a wholesome family.
Yes.
All right, sorry about that. Hey, so that's at 54 minutes of the podcast. I'll just remember to edit that chunk out. Yeah, well, I think we should probably get going. Just head up north. It sounded like he said. I heard everything. Those were really thin walls, by the way. I heard like everything you guys said the entire time, even when I was on the horse.
Well, it's all right. I mean, we weren't saying nothing you didn't. You weren't about to find out anyhow.
Did he really pass out?
Oh yeah,
From a picture?
just went stiff as a board and fell over like a giant redwood.
All right. Can one of you guys drive this? Which horse is she on? Is she on Ubo or Hollywood?
I don't know. We'll just let her pick.
Okay.
I'm not going to tie her up now.
We'll say that she rode here on Hollywood and now she goes on Ubo. She wants to test out the horses, I guess.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, and you guys head up north to the Griffin's Butte. And it's not, I mean, it's still pretty dark out, 5:30, 6 o'clock. When the area around all starts to lighten up, but it's not because of the sunrise. You notice that you can see up ahead and to the north this like sea of glowing blue in front of you. And he mentioned that when he went up, there was a few mushrooms, like glowing blue mushrooms, and it was weird. And then like 6 hours later, he headed down, and it was like pretty much like covering the entire area. But they obviously were still able to make it back fine. You don't know how they would have been able to do that, because from your vantage point, this is like it's almost as if the entire area is covered in these foot-high glowing blue mushrooms. It's a very, very small gaps between them.
I'm gonna eat one.
Let's just fucking do it. You're gonna hop off the horse, go and eat one?
Yeah.
All right. You gonna
Hey,
plug
wait,
it?
I wouldn't know if I would do that. It's too late. He's done it.
Roll a con saving throw, Sean Marston. We gotta get a roll in tonight. A 26. God, almost a natural 20. That was a 19 plus a 6.
Look at that.
Them iron guts. Sean, don't before you eat any more of those things.
You know what? You're gonna get 10 temporary hit points. You feel
That's right.
You feel pretty fucking good after eating that.
You strong one, boy.
Well, before I do, I want to see if I recognize this thing or know anything about it. Survival check? Nature check?
Nature.
Nature.
12.
12.
you have never seen you've probably heard of like bioluminescent fungi, but you also would know that that's usually in caves, maybe
caves and
sometimes
such.
underwater. You've never heard of it being just out in the open like this, and you've definitely never even seen any bioluminescent fungi in person.
You say these things taste good, Sean?
Mm-hmm.
All right then. Well, let's just have a little try.
Pluck one. 19.
Look at that.
All right, you don't get the temp HP like Sean Marston does. You feel that you get just like a little where we'll say like a little heartburn, just like a mild case of heartburn, but nothing else. No seriously ill effects with your 19. You had a +7, so it's a 12 plus a 7. Holy shit! You guys both are very. I guess you're fighters.
Constitutional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, you
Rangers live rough.
Yeah, you don't get that same temp HP that your buddy did, but you don't
Oh,
think
well, I
it,
didn't
you
get
don't think it
actively
tastes good.
harmed.
Yeah, you don't think it tastes good though.
I ain't so sure about these ones, Sean. I think you taste kind of coppery.
Nothing else happens.
Nope.
That's it.
Yeah.
I'm kind of disappointed I ain't tripping balls, but never mind.
Me too.
I guess we're on a mission here. Probably not the best time to be hallucinating. Well, fuck. What am I gonna do?
Is there anybody nearby?
No,
Hey.
you haven't seen anybody since you left the ranch.
Gotta look for some badgers.
I mean, we can't just like ride over these with our horses?
Mushroom.
You definitely could. You could try to ride over them with your horses.
You said they were a foot tall, right?
Yeah, what I had in mind was animal handling checks.
All right. Well, I mean, this is hardly impassable. Let's give it a go. Yeah.
18 and a 15.
15.
Ubo with Sean Marston and did you guys ever get the halfling's name? You called her Missy
I
earlier.
don't think
we'll
we
just
did,
keep calling
no.
her Missy. Missy are taking the lead, and they're getting pretty far into this mushroom forest when you can look back and you see that Hollywood accidentally steps on one of those mushrooms. And as soon as he steps on it, you see a cloud of blue smoke come out of it as it's squished into the ground. Jambalaya, can you make me one more con saving throw, please?
Certainly.
25. Oh my god. Yeah, you some of these spores like go into your nose and kind of tickle your nose a bit, but it's like you're immune to mushrooms.
I just can't get a buzz for love nor money.
That's
some
unfortunate.
bullshit.
Yeah, you can't get high. You'll have to start like
desperate
just
to
get
trip.
down and
I
start
just
like
can't.
licking these things or something.
You'll find me a toad.
But yeah, Hollywood
I
steps
just
on
want
that
to smell
one. but,
colors.
We'll say that with those checks, you guys are able to get halfway through this minefield of mushrooms, and then just both give one more animal handling check real quick.
Look at that.
23 and another 14. What is Hollywood doing?
I don't know. I guess he's still like drunk off apples or something.
Well, you know the drill. Nope, whoops. So again, just roll me one more con saving throw. 17. Okay, that's close enough. What I'm gonna do is a 10 plus a 7. This is pretty much casting a high level sleep in this mushroom cloud, but I don't think it's going to be able to. I think you got more health than 33 by a long shot, don't you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like nearly 3 times as much.
Yeah. So we'll say you get a third drowsy. You're just a little, yeah. But that, luckily you had some of that coffee to keep you peppy.
Good coffee. Cold press.
Yeah, you can tell with worst constitution and worst rolls, these mushrooms could definitely put some people to sleep.
Well, just them citified folk, they ain't used to living rough and being out in the wild, appreciating, the delights of a good mushroom. Sometimes when you're out there in the woods, you just get a bit bored and just want to see patterns and shapes and faces in the trees.
And
One time I was talking to a silver birch for about 3 or 4 hours. Of course, the dang thing never said a word back to me, which I thought was pretty rude. But yeah, turned out his name was Tuesday, and he was a space adventurer, and he was on a special mission.
Missy will look back as you're sitting. Did the tree really talk to you, or were you on mushrooms?
Well, that's between me and my mushrooms
And the tree.
and a tree.
Where's this tree?
Oh, it's back in the Weird Whisper Woods. It's called weird for a reason.
I gotta get down there. That place sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
And yeah, you guys are able to make it past. Ubo is just like doing high knees.
Survival hostel.
Yeah, like stomping like the football players do through like tires and shit on the floor. It's just fucking doing high knees. And then Hollywood comes in and it's like, oh, just fucking stepping on all of them. But luckily, Jambalaya.
Hollywood ain't a fan of the color blue.
Yeah, Jambalaya's like, fuck these mushrooms, just stomping them all. But luckily, Jambalaya is constituted enough to not pass out in a field of mushrooms. And it's we'll say that the field is, I'm trying to do some quick mental arithmetic. I think if it was like 200 yards wide, I like that. I think that would be far enough where it's like, what, 2 football fields? American football fields. So it's, it's a pretty wide stretch. Now left to right, it's as far as the eye can see. So like if you guys wanted to try to loop around, it'd probably take add quite some time to your journey, but I think that's why we just muscled right through the field. And after that, after you get past it, you see up in the distance that somewhat familiar sight, even though it's been altered a little bit, to the gaudy and kitschy billboard signs pointing Griffin's Butte, 2 miles ahead. Stop by Griffin's Butte's Boutique. But yeah, you can see the outline of the thick Griffin.
The thick Griffin, yeah.
Up ahead. And I think that is where we'll stop tonight.
Look at the ass on that Griffin.
It's
That's
got
a fat ass.
Yeah, it's got a much juicier booty than you guys remember.
That's a thick ass boy.
Gerunda, you want to talk about anything before we head out?
Yeah, my crushing sense of inadequacy and how my difficulty in forming interpersonal relationships. No, yeah, this show is really good. Thanks for listening. And also, I'm on that one where I'm a vampire. Roll for Weird. Hello, I play Silas Lancaster in Roll for Weird as well. And also Storytime with Silas, which was the audio drama sort of spin-off that we did, which I'm immensely proud of, and everybody else should be as well. That's really good. What else do I do?
NBA's
Dice
back.
Talk. We've had some big interviews recently on Dice Talk, and NBA has returned in a monthly pay-per-view format. Except we're not really a pay-per-view; it's on Twitch.
Hey, if you want, I mean, you could pretend it's pay-per-view.
I mean,
you can just donate like 10 bits.
If
or
you would
10
voluntarily like to pay per view, then please do. I mean, we very much appreciate any support that you're able to offer, whether that's through Patreon or Twitch bits or whatever, or just by turning up and saying we really like your stuff. That is like a very nice boost to get if you can't contribute anything monetarily. Not that I'm out here begging for money. I'm trying to plug shit. But it's already good on the network, and you should watch and or listen to all of our stuff.
Sean?
Yep.
You know how this goes.
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
This is how the format runs.
It's not my first rodeo. First and foremost, GooseCon. We are trying to host GooseCon 2022 in Cincinnati, Ohio. You can go to goosecon.com or goosecon2022.com or search for GooseCon on Kickstarter. We're over halfway funded at the moment. We've got like 2 weeks left, maybe like a day under 2 weeks now. So we need that help to make sure we get that across the finish line, and we can throw on a really fun convention where we're going to have tons of board games, tons of live shows, tons of panels, tons of different random events. You can come and play some TTRPGs, play some board games. It's going to be a lot of fun. It is going to be September 30th to October 2nd. We had to move the date due to a scheduling conflict at the venue. But yes, if you can't make it there in person, you can still sponsor the event. You can even just sponsor a single table for as low as $25, where you'll be sponsoring that table for the entire weekend with whatever kind of logo or media you'd like on that table. And other than that, like Jerome mentioned, Roll for Weird, we're back bi-weekly on the podcast feed now. We had to take a little bit of time off to get caught up on some editing, and we're still like a year behind the streams, but I mean that just means we got a nice big backlog of podcast content to release. Crits and Knits is the newest show on the network. It's a lot of fun. Bunch of elderly D&D adventurers that are defending their retirement community, which I love very much. And yeah, just if you haven't yet left us a 5-star rating review, please do. And while you're at it, just go ahead and search every show on the network and just leave them all 5-star rating reviews, because they're all very good. I'm not biased, I swear. And other than that, yeah, thank you all, everybody, and we'll see you on 2 weeks. Bye, everybody.
Bye.